from New York about my batting. Yeah, and I was looking for you. I'll get a bigger wizard. I said, I'll change you into a mouse. Yeah.
I'm only about double the size of a mouse anyway.
You're a little one, I'll tell you that. I remember that. You tried to get me, Jonathan.
I met you earlier. I was quite worried.
Yeah, well, I thought, is that him? I was just, the brain was going round.
Go on, Geoffrey, off you go. Go and have lunch. I do remember that. It was quite amusing, actually. Anyway, we're watching Shane Warne bowling on the outfield at the moment. We've heard Geoffrey Boycott's thoughts of the series. I'll probably hit you to go past Daniel. Watch out. I'm sorry about that.
No, not at all. I thoroughly deserve it.
I think you did. Actually, it was quite an amusing time.
It was. I was sitting in. I was sitting in my apartment in New York, and I was listening to you both. It was during the South Africa series, and I suddenly went, I'm just going to try and irritate Jeff Boycott for a moment. And I looked up, and your strike rate was above his. But it was just slightly compared 3 runs compared to about 6,000, but still. It was
strike rates in one day
cricket, yes.
It was. Well, I was very grateful for it, and I'm grateful for anyone who winds up, Geoffrey.
Can I say
Tom Felton, come on, Tom. Great to see you as well.
Thank you very much for having me, sir. It's quite an honour. I'm delighted to be here on our day off, enjoying the cricket. It's fantastic.
We are both very, very excited, I have to say, about being on TMS.
Daniel, you're always excited. Last time we could hardly sit you down.
Oh my God, no. I mean, anybody who knows me will tell you that I am the most hyperactive child in the world.
It's true. It's true. I can back that up.
Yeah, I mean, Tom's quite a laid-back sort of character, and he's done well to cope with me over the last 10 years.
It's pretty worn out, Tom. But the intriguing thing is that you two in the films, of course, aren't exactly best mates, are you? Here, watching the cricket together. People will be intrigued by this.
Well, yeah, go on, Tom.
Cricket has brought us together, my friend.
It has. It's a unifying sport. I actually, as I said to you last time, when I was on TMS last time, I probably pretended to know a lot more about the sport than I actually did.
I couldn't tell us all.
Well, I am an actor. But I sort of blagged my way through a lot of that, but I know a lot more about it since then. I got into cricket very, very late. I'm not sure about you, Tom, but I mean, I got into it in the...
Who did start first, then?
Who did start? Tom,
I don't know. I probably was it. I'm not quite the stats man that you are. You're well and truly...
You played at school, Tom?
I did. I was from a young age. I thoroughly enjoyed playing cricket. I still do, as we speak.
Tom is a rather good fast bowler, I
do enjoy it. I'm not really... I'm saying I'm up for a few overs if they're willing to put me in. I don't know.
Might need you later on. Right. So you played to a decent sort of a level?
Oh, decent is an ambitious word for me. I play cricket. I aim for the stumps. That's pretty much it, I think, so far.
Well, that's the main thing. You're making them play.
You struck me, Daniel, at the time when I first met you, as being someone who was very interested in the stats side of it. Or you seem to be quite interested in all that sort of thing. And you had, I recall, 2 unlikely-ish heroes for me. And Paul Collingwood was your hero at the time.
Yeah.
Because that 200 he scored at Adelaide, which you'd watched.
Yeah, I loved that.
Another hero was Paul Nixon. Yeah. Not been absolutely at the highest echelon of people who are inspired into cricket, but a very nice lad, someone I played cricket with. And you followed Leicestershire, which again, not with most of the game.
But you know, I love Paul Nixon because he is somebody who gets into their ear, and I like that. And also, he has the same kind of energy that I do, which is quite hyperactive and quite manic in a way. But although that's why he appears on screen, he may not be at all. I've never met the man. I'm sure he's lovely. But he
has got lots of energy. You're right. He's
got bags of energy. And Paul Collingwood, simply because I'm very, very interested in the First World War and things like that. And as far as I'm concerned, Paul Collingwood does make batting look like trench warfare, which I quite like. It's attritional and it's gritty and it's rather wonderful to watch. And it's a lot of it. You know, it's almost that I mean, I've met him sort of a couple of times, and both times I've probably been in no proper state to talk to him because I've been so overexcited. But he's somebody who gets through via pure determination. He doesn't have necessarily the technique that everybody else does, but he is pure grit, and I like that about him.
Do you know who else it sounds as you're describing? Dangerously.
Who's that?
Geoffrey Boycott.
I know, I'm not going to say anything because I might upset him again. I'm not going to run the risk because I think, and maybe, I'm not going to run the risk. But no, obviously, I'm too young to have seen Mr. Boycott bat. But
I'm sure if you call him for an hour and a half, he'll tell you all about it.
Right, okay. Fantastic.
Now then, have you been watching this series? You're very busy, you two lads, aren't you? You've had this new film out and everything else. Have you been jetting around all the place.
Tom's been busier than I have.
We've both been really. You've been on set. I've been trying to do some promotion, but we are constantly on the phones, updating each other on. It's quite bizarre. We'll have one scene where we're trying to rip each other's heads off, and then we'll be updating each other on the cricket score.
Oh well, that's the weird thing is that sort of I've been very, very good friends with Tom's girlfriend for a while now. And so that was sort of what I got to know you through.
It's true, yeah.
For a while, and so it was slightly odd suddenly. We got to know each other really well. So we'd go around to each other's and we'd watch the cricket, and we'd go to. We went to a couple of 2020 matches. Sorry, I just hit the mic. We went to a couple of 2020 matches together, and suddenly we get on set and suddenly, oh my god, we've got to do a scene together. It's very difficult suddenly, you know. But
you had to quite nasty to each other. You're the nasty one, aren't you?
Slightly. Harry doesn't like me either way, but yeah, no, it's true. We have to bring a bit of venom to the scene, but
a bit of a bully.
It's something like that. But we enjoy it. We have great fun taking the mickey out of each other and being as hardcore as we can with each other.
Yeah, it's good. It is very, very good fun.
That's it. Kept it going. That's the thing. Also, I mean, is it easy to keep it going for quite as long as you have done? I mean, each new challenge comes along, I suppose. Each new film.
In a way, a lot of that's not down to us. It's down to the director and the writer. I mean, we've been both very. I mean, Tom and I are both people who like to work and like being on set. And personally, I don't speak for both of us, but I'm never happier than when I'm on a film set. When I'm on a film set, I feel comfortable, particularly a Potter film set. I know everyone. You know, it's great and it's so enjoyable. But I mean, I don't know.
I can second that completely. It's a great atmosphere to be there.
Yeah, but what we've been lucky with is the fact that the directors have changed quite regularly, and also David Yates, who's directed films 5 and will have by the time we finish this in the year 3000, will have gone through essentially 4 films with us, and that's something no other director has done. And his enthusiasm has been.
You were kids when you started, weren't you? How old were you then?
I was 10. I was 11 when I started.
I think I auditioned when I was 11. We started filming when we were 12.
But you auditioned for Harry, didn't you?
Yeah, Harry.
Oh, really?
Brown hair. I dyed my hair brown.
Yeah.
And then Ron dyed it ginger.
Yeah.
And finally
they arrived at the bleach conclusion.
Yeah. This was the look they were going for.
So he nipped you in the butt.
I know. Can you believe it? He hasn't got to dye his hair at all.
I know.
Every 5 days I've got to get this done. It's a nightmare.
It is. I do feel sorry for Tom because when Tom
quite trendy.
What colour will you describe your hair as normally?
I don't know. It's been so long. So I've been told my eyebrows, which isn't far off yours to be fair.
It's not. My eyebrows are thick enough to carpet a small island, but yours is. You sort of the hilarious thing about Tom is we went out to see we went out to see England versus Pakistan at the 2020, and it was great. We had a great night and we won. It was fantastic. But then Tom went and lots of people come up to me, autographs and all that, and then no one bothered Tom. 2 weeks later we went to the India match, and by that time Tom had had his hair dyed.
Yes,
blonde, and Tom becomes like a beacon in the crowd.
It is a beacon.
It does stand out.
It is. There is no one out there who has this haircut. I regret to inform. I wish there would be a mass of people so I can blend in slightly.
It's you and Billy Idol. You got to stand next to him.
That is it.